coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake, Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Mond. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. White now to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over.
Gun. Jump.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins now. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's White. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that,
that's into a crowd and intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
From the 36, Mond. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Mon looks to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. From the gun, here's Mon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. The shotgun.
This is caught. It's Brown. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second and 12, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
second down. It's Carson, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, you want to run up the middle. They can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Alexander Johnson. He's at the 50. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's second and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw, Cousins. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 31, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some touch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interview. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Bourne.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
To the air again. It's Cousins.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down. Here's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Cousins.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Yeah, he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Can't. Through. Mike 54. Target. Gun. Mike's by board. Watch the screen.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bond going to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down and goal. Mond. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins, open man is born. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. On play action, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll leave this one for White. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Gun. Hey, flipper. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Cousins. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Mond. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back two, Mike. Back two, Mike.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one hits. And then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Wentz going to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Wentz and a dump off to White. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Lamon's throw into the hands of McLaurin. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce and he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw there complete to Myers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Wentz. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
46 down, man.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got Perriman, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Wentz now to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire